Hello friends, this is Anzhelika. Welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy to see you here again. Today's video is for all the amazing humans who have been admitted to universities outside their countries and are going to travel to a foreign country and become international students soon. Congratulations, you did it. I hope you have a moment now to relax, have some downtime, and also start packing your entire life into a suitcase or two and that you're going to take with you to this new foreign country. I was in your shoes about a year ago. I totally get it. I know how stressful it is. I was just watching all the videos on YouTube and reading so many articles because I was afraid that I would leave something behind or forget something important, and I'm here today to give you a comprehensive packing list and also some tips and advice on what to bring and what to leave behind. So let's get started. Now, before we start talking about the items that you should bring with you, let me quickly give you the list of items that you absolutely don't need to bring here. And number one in this category would be food that can cause trouble or some problems at the customs. Now, when I was at the customs, they asked me only two questions. How much cash do you have, and are you bringing in any food? And I know from my friends that many of them had problems and issues because they were bringing stuff like uncured meat or some sprouts or some other items that were not allowed here. So wherever you're going, make sure you check the list for that country and don't have any items that are not allowed there. You will avoid a lot of problems just by doing this one simple thing. Now, the second item in this category is study supplies. You absolutely don't need to bring study supplies here. If the country that you're going to has a university, they will definitely have some stationery stores and you can buy everything there. And these items are heavy and bulky, like notebooks and binders and paper and other stuff, so you definitely don't want to bring it here from your home country. You can easily avoid that. The third item here would be toiletries. Now, I'm not saying don't bring any toiletries at all, but bring everything travel sized, because you will definitely go shopping the first or the second day after your arrival, unless you're going to be quarantined. But is anyone being quarantined now? I'm not sure. Yeah, so just bring travel sized toiletries that you can use during the first and the second day, and then you will buy everything in the country of your destination. The only exception here might be if you have very many allergies. In that case, you might want to check what is available in this foreign country and have some supplies with you just in case. And the last category here, which I forgot, is too many clothes and shoes. Now, when I was planning my trip, like 1 year before, I started way too early when I was still applying for the Fulbright program, but I knew in my head that I might be moving to the US. I stopped buying items that I needed but didn't need badly enough. Like, for example, I wanted to buy new winter boots and a new winter coat, but they're bulky and they're heavy, so I just kept on using what I already had, and I bought new ones here in the US, and it saved me a lot of space and weight in my suitcase. So be very mindful about what you're buying, because most of the time you can buy those items in the country of your destination. So if you can do that, that will be like so much easier. And also, if we're speaking about the US, everything is so much cheaper here, and as a student you will have a free Amazon Prime account for 6 months, so you can first of all order lots of stuff from there, and you can be even smarter and go to stores like Marshall's, TJ Maxx, Ross, Burlington, and others in this category that are department stores, and they have really good and reasonable brands with huge discounts. Like, for example, I bought a jacket from the brand Columbia for like $25 from Marshall's. The original cost was over $200, so that's a good deal for me. I love good deals. Yeah, so don't bring anything that you can buy in the country of your destination. I guess that's the main point. Now let's talk about the items that you should bring. And the first category here is documents. Although this is very obvious, you will be surprised to know how many people forget something important. And I have listed all the documents in the checklist that is in the description box below. But to quickly list them, you would need your passport, your ID, your visa documents. For example, I had a DS 2019. You might have a different kind, so it's super important. Bring it with you. University documents like your diplomas and transcripts. My university wanted to see the original, so it was good that I had them with me. You will also want to bring your COVID test results if that is required by the country, airline. Your vaccination proof for COVID, also all your immunization records. And one thing that I also brought was my complete medical history, because it's so much easier to share that with the new, doctor here than to explain it using your own words. It's much easier to give them the documents and all the scans and everything. So that's another thing that I found very, very helpful. You will also want to bring your driver's license and maybe your birth certificate. It all depends on where you're eventually going to live and what processes you will go through in the country that you're going to. But I guess these are the bare minimum of documents that you absolutely need to take with you wherever you're going. Now, the second one that is very important is bringing personal medication, and this is where I made the biggest mistakes. For example, I didn't have a lot of the pills that I use for migraines, because in Armenia, that pill doesn't require a prescription, so you can just go and buy it from the drugstore. But in the US, those kinds of the kind of medication that has the same active ingredient that really helps me is prescription only, and I don't want to go see a doctor and have to pay them and just pay a lot of money and spend a lot of time on that journey if I can buy that prescription free. So I ended up asking people coming from Armenia to bring me more of that medication. So if you have something like, if you're taking some sort of medication either regularly or every once in a while, just make sure that you have enough of it with you, or see if it requires a prescription or if it's prescription free in the country that you're going to live in. Also bring other medication that you're used to. For example, I brought this thing called valerianka. It's not even a medication, it's just a supplement that really calms you down when you're stressed and anxious. And it's like super cheap, maybe, I don't know, 50 cents per bottle. But this made me a millionaire among the people who know this medication and use it, because they didn't think about bringing it here and they couldn't easily find it here. And that's something that we're used to and we appreciate. So just bring the medication that you're used to with you and give yourself some time to figure out what the brands and the corresponding medications are here in the US or in whatever country you're moving to. Then we have souvenirs, which are anything really small, like maybe fridge magnets or coasters or postcards or some other symbol from your country that you can give to your friends or to the people you meet. For example, I had some Armenian chocolate with dry fruits and nuts that people liked. This time I have wine because we're a winemaking country. You can also just bring something that symbolizes your country. If you're traveling from France, maybe, I don't know, keychains with the Eiffel Tower. Maybe that's too stereotypical, but that's what came to my mind. You will know better. And the last two categories are, of course, clothes and toiletries. As I said, toiletries, travel size only, unless you're allergic or very specific about what you're going to use. And clothes, just what is only absolutely necessary. And also, let me tell you something. If you're traveling to the US, people here dress very, very casually. Like when I came here, I had 14 dresses because I would wear dresses all the time. But when I went to university, everyone was wearing Crocs and leggings. So I was the person looking really weird wearing a dress. So of course I didn't go to Crocs and leggings. That's not really my style, but I really simplified, my style. And although I wasn't planning to, I ended up buying some clothes that would make me, look more natural in that environment. Anyway, I hope this helps. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments below. And have a good day. Don't stress out too much. You will pack everything you need and everything will go just fine. Have a safe trip to wherever you're going. And to everybody else who watched this video until the end, thank you. Please hit the like button if you liked it and share it with a friend who might find it interesting. And I hope to see you next week. Bye.